My name is Greg Malouf. I'm an Australian-born Lebanese. I am a chef and a co-author of 8 books. I live in Dubai and I have been here for the last 7 years and I love it. Today we're going to cook a risotto. It's actually a risotto I learned in the north of Italy. This dish is quite a romantic dish, especially in the evening or for supper, so I think you'll like it. So let's start with the risotto. I have all my ingredients out, and most importantly, this is Arborio style rice. It's a supermarket brand, but this is actually a high quality rice. It's Vialone Nano, or there's another brand or another grade called Carnaroli. These are the 2 brands that I usually stick to. I've got some Reggiano Parmigiano, which is high quality Parmesan cheese. Got some lovely diced pumpkin here. I've got some purslane, or in Arabic we call it butternut. And you can send some lovely saffron as well, which I've gently toasted and crushed lightly, just lightly crushed. It brings out the oils in the saffron. The rice, as you can see, is a short grain rice. It's got quite a bit of starch, and that's what we want. We don't want to wash the rice, we just need to have it natural. So the first thing I'm going to do is get some oil in the pan. This technique is something I learned. And what I want to do is just infuse the onion flavors into the oil. Just let it sit for a while. You can see how that's, I know that I can smell the onion now. And so from there, I'll take the onion out, and then we're going to roast the rice. We want to coat each grain. It's really important. If that doesn't happen, the rice becomes all stodgy and really starchy. It's not great. So that needs to be at still quite a high heat. Move it around. This is really just a minute or so. Now normally I know when this is ready to add the first lot of stock is if I touch the rice and it's pretty hot. I have some boiling stock, which is so important. Don't use cold stock because you ruin the dish. And there's 3 stages here. This is the first stage. Just add enough stock to cover, and we turn the heat down, and we let that sit for about 7 minutes or so. Then we're going to add the same amount of stock again. Every now and then, just a little movement so it doesn't catch on the bottom, and then we add the next load of stock. So now, as you can see, most of the stock has been absorbed, and this is a great telltale sign because we're going to add the next amount of stock. Gently moving it around, we'll tick this over for 6-7 minutes, just very gently. So now I've added the saffron, some sea salt, pepper, quite a bit, pumpkin. This is butternut pumpkin, and we're going to cook this a further 6 minutes or so, 6-7 minutes. You can see how the rice has grown, expanded. So now I'm just going to prepare the finishing touches. I have some celery leaves. These are the centers of celery leaves, which it's optional. And we're going to put parsley in there as well, again for more freshness. And it also breaks up the orange color. The other really important thing is to use a heavy base pan, because if you use a thin base pan, things are going to catch and stick and potentially burn. And you know, we don't want that. So this is the parsley, flat leaf parsley, finely shredded, and this goes in right at the end with butter and Parmesan cheese. And that garnish. I can see that quite a bit of moisture has been taken up, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. We're just going to add enough butter to bind this. Please don't use soft butter because it'll collapse and you'll have a disastrous fatty risotto. So this is the only kind of big stirring action. We're going to add the Parmesan cheese, just some freshly grated Parmesan. I'm probably going to put in a few tablespoons. And I like to rest the risotto for a minute or two. I love it. And I'm just going to compose this very simple salad with purslane. I've got a purple onion. It's as fine as you can get it. A little bit of sea salt, pepper, and just some olive oil to finish it. I'm going to use my hands. So that's essentially how risotto should look. Nice and flat, little salad on top or on the side. Oh, that looks so good. So my pumpkin risotto with saffron. Thank you for joining me, and I'm so delighted that I could share these recipes with you. These recipes are available in my books. Some of the ingredients are available at Galeries Lafayette Le Gourmet.